Boom, back. Well, I couldn't do any filming yesterday, not as we did much on here, but even if I wanted to film I couldn't because Crystal Ken took my phone home because he's getting a bit of Alzheimer's, I think. He's putting wrong glasses on and he took my phone home yesterday, so I had to go and call for it all the way home. And believe it or not, he even rang me to tell me he took my phone home and it rung in his pocket. And that's what we're dealing with. So there you go. Cucumbers coming on. Woohoo. Couple more on there coming on too. Any melons on? No melons yet. Anti-action going on though. I've seen a pepper on here. The first pepper. So they're working okay. They've all got flowers on. Looking nice and healthy. Sweet peas on. Now, yesterday on that one, I think, was one of them had a bit of brown on the bottom of the tomato. Henry spotted it front door, so I took it off, checked the rest of them, and it looks okay, so it doesn't look like there's any more on. So hopefully they're okay. But what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to bring my sprayer up because it's at home, because I've been doing seeds at home, and I spray them with seaweed. And we'll give these a spray with Epsom salts tomorrow. A good spray, foliage spray, because they've not been done for a couple of weeks. They're looking healthy now, these leaves though, most of them. So that curl's going away now because most of them have been cut off at the top. So they're just growing the plant now. Bedding's growing okay there. Where are we? Can't see for that leaf. There it is. There. That one's the heaviest. It's shaped like an apple. Well, it doesn't matter what the shape's like, as long as it's the bigger, there's a little more coming on here too. This one on this side, this giant's not so good. It's got its tomatoes coming on now, just coming on. It's not half as good as that other side. That's a Gigantio, and that's a giant. So that's probably the difference. I don't know. It's the same at greenhouse, but in fact in greenhouse I took the giant one out yesterday. The Gigantio, whichever it is, because it was looking a bit rough, and I thought it was because it was touching the onion, but just had a peeper off there. Oh, lovely and sweet. There we had the pod and I had the peas. Yeah, I took that. That one's chopping off too. That's finished now. Got some more tomatoes on there. That's a bonny one, isn't it? It's fair weight that. We've got a couple of months to go on that though. We're going to have to clip that up there somehow. I need some wire. It's getting monstrous now though. So we want to get halfway across this greenhouse for this summer, so we're halfway there. So we're going to got the dirt to go. And same along top. I don't think we're getting along that side done this year, but I'll start that next year. You can okay that great land, don't it? Nice and healthy. Another plum tomato there, is it? Huh? Oh yeah, this is plum, isn't it? Yeah, plum tomato there. And this one. Got plenty on there. It's a bit heavy now. See, that's the trouble with these. They get that big and floppy. See, tomatoes end up on the floor. And then they just throw roots down. Because they want to really grow along the floor, tomatoes. They're not really a vine thing. They want to grow along the floor and throw roots out of that. But that's not what we want. But it's what we get. See that there? That could come off. Oh, I should have got scissors for that really, but there you go. There you go. I'll leave that stuck up there. Yeah. All looking okay. No keeks on there yet, but it's growing okay. It's not as good as the other one. But they never grow as good in the greenhouse cucumbers. I think it's a bit too warm for them. That pumpkin's started growing now. That's really pumpkin stuff. Got that giant onion there. Started bulbing up now. What I'm going to do with that is feed it with, and I'm not taking that beep here. Got some of that urea. We all know what that is. I'm going to mix it with some potash. And we'll put a spoon of that and a spoon of potash when we get some off can in a watering can, 10 litre watering can. And then I'm going to feed them onions with it. Because we want a lot of nitrogen there to grow them onions up, them bulbs. So that's what that's for. So, now, kettle. See that kettle's on. Nice little breeze today, making us some lacquer. I've just been walking around now, picking all these, see these flower heads that's coming on here? These are our main crop potatoes. I think these are King Eddies. I'm sure they are King Eddies, these, but because they'll be in another couple of months probably, we don't want them putting all that energy into making them flowers and seeds. So what we do is, well, I do, not everybody does, is pick these flower heads off so they don't flower, and then all that energy that was going into that flower will go into your tubers and make bigger spuds. Now, I don't know if it works, but some people tell me it does, some people tell me it don't, but it doesn't do any harm. So you just don't get a flower on like that. At the end of the day, it's not a flower bed, it's a potato bed, isn't it? So I really don't want big potatoes out of here. So I'll just do it anyway. It's just a nice little job to do on a summer's day. I'll get them all out, because once the flowers come out you'll see them. But all that energy now will be going into them tubers. Now on these are first, and they're already first earlies them, so they're okay. These here, these Maris Papa. See, all that energy is going into that flower there. Well, we don't want that. Because then it'll try to make seeds. And we don't want seeds, we want potatoes. So, just go through taking all these flowers off. Not necessary, just leave them, but some do, some don't. I'll do. Little job you can do when you're bored, just pop in and pull some flowers off. Now here, we've got an interloper, because if you look, these are light purple, these rocket, so look at that one, pure white, so that is a potato, I don't know what kind, one that was here last year probably. Ooh, tomato, I love that. Ooh, couple, love them. Nice, them little tumbling toms. A pocket full of them for walking about. Lovely. So there you go. Few won't get, but all gone, mostly. No more flowers on there. These pink fir apple have not, oh yeah, they have flowered. They're flowered, so they're too late for them. I took one of these out yesterday. See if I can find one. Not been watering so much now because there's one, a little baby one. There you go, pink fir apple. There. Nice and pink. Furry and apple looking. So there you go, save that for early at morning. The pond's cleared up nice, isn't it? Cam was sort of while watching newts. Getting in practice for nursing home where he's going. Yeah. So what I was going to do today is I've got an irrigation pipe set up in here. It's set up when I first built this, but I've never used it obviously. But I'm going to set a tank up somewhere, tank of water. Put irrigation pipes in on both sides and just put one where each plant is. Just dip the pipe in the soil about 6 inch, and then we'll just know then when that tank's empty. It needs filling obviously, but I think that's what we'll do. But it'll not be today because I've not brought my tools with me that I need. And I'm on the back because my car's in the garage because I go away Friday. Skegness for a week. Well, 4 days I think. Oh, we've got a little loofah on here. Where are we? Seen it this morning. There it is. Is it? Where is it? There. There. And trap me on that. There you go. Little loofah there. There's another. There's another. And there's the flowers. Yep. Yeah, so I can't do that today because I've not brought my tools, but I'll do that tomorrow. And I've just got to weed these beds in a minute. Once I've made that brew, I've got to weed these beds. It'll take me 20 minutes. Just give them a good all over. Not that bad, but I'll do them anyway because I've not done them this week. It'll take 20 minutes. I'll get them done. There you go, that's all beds weeded again. Quick 20-minute job. All done. Even pea bed. I've done them pumpkin beds. So that's all that done. So my next job, if you like, is salt around all these paths. Not that bad down there, to be truthful. Bits here and there. I'm going to go round with salt there, fill my salt cellar. I've got a big bag of salt and off I'll go. See? Little bits and bobs popping up, but see if I go around with this salt. There's some brown weed coming through. Horse's tail. Some bismuths round there because we've only just done that. Probably a bit some round here, but I'll just go round the hot paths. Not so bad round here. Anyway, we'll have that brew in that bag. Our salt and paths, so salt the earth. I'm just looking at, look at that flower there. How nice is that? I don't know what it is. I thought it was a weed growing, so we left it. That came out. Nice, isn't it? Like a tangerine flower. Anyway, these blueberries now, they're just turning blue, can you see? So as soon as they turn blue, then birds will be on them. So what I'm going to do is just stick them in here somewhere. I'll stick them somewhere in here and try to keep them birds off them and get them ripened up. There's a lot of blueberries, me. I'll get them inside. There you go. All weed killed and weeded. It's only 10:30. I've done all paths all the way around. I've used about 3/4 of that bag of salt, so about 9 kilos of salt gone on here. I've done them all. I've done all tunnels and greenhouses. Yeah. It's all salted again. I put them blueberries in here because you only need netting from birds, you don't need to eat. So I've just thrown them in the middle there. So they still get the sun and birds will keep off them. Yeah, so that's everywhere weed free. All them weeds are pulled up on top. I've peppered them with salt, so they should just die off. The only place I've not done is behind that tent, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to drop it with Henry so I don't snap them things off. And I'll have to get to that lot there. It's coming through the fence from there. So I'm going to have to tackle that tomorrow with Henry's here. There you go. And I've just, because these canes are bending back, I've just made a little bit of a bracket with some wire just to hold the canes back, to stand them up a bit. And I've done the same with that onion, I've put some more legs in. Because that is a monster, look at the size of that, and it's not finished growing. It's got about 2 months to grow that. So hopefully that's a £5. Same as that one. But we'll see. Anyway, that's it. I'll go home now on my back. And see you tomorrow. Hopefully get my car back. See you later.